Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, you find a way to lose. If you're the Saudis, you need a pay-per-view star, and you need one now. Because the Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou event did so horrible that instead of them going out there and just taking AJ to put on the fight card for December, since Tyson Fury's face is broken, and he can't fight Usyk on the 23rd, the date that he was threatening to sue Usyk about if Usyk didn't make the 23rd. Instead of them just picking up AJ, they got to get Deontay Wilder too. So now you got AJ fighting and Wilder on the same card. And let me tell you something. If you want to get your ratings through the roof for a pay-per-view event, these are the two guys you should call on. Now, can AJ do it all by himself? Yes. Can Wilder? Not so sure. But when you bring them together, the only outcome is success. Now, will they do 1-2 million pay-per-view buys? I don't know about that. I'm not going to take it to the stupid. I got to hold my horses. But what I will tell you is, Anthony Joshua, the guy's in the Forbes magazine for a reason. Y'all understand? There's a reason he's in that magazine. He's on the Forbes list, not the magazine. He's on the Forbes list. So when you take a look at it and say, okay, well, what could possibly be the real reason the Saudis are bringing AJ over and Wilder over? Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, one thing that we know is a fact. The Saudis have the Sovereign Wealth Fund, and they pay fighters flat fees. So if you come over, you negotiate. You negotiate what you can get. If you happen to get $100 million from them, they write you a check on $100 million. Doesn't matter if the event does well or not. You get your $100 million. If you negotiate $20 million, doesn't matter. You get that, right? Flat fee, no more, no less. But let me tell y'all this, man. Them guys over there in Saudi Arabia, as much as they want to change the international community's view on Saudi Arabia from death row to a destination, a matter of fact, from a final destination to just a destination, they're doing a little bit of sports washing, but they don't want to lose money, okay? So as much as they're willing to do whatever it takes, they don't want to be out here just losing money now. And let me tell you, the type of contract Tyson Fury was able to finagle, over 200 plus million over a series of a couple fights or a couple events. I think it's like 3. And then he has to show his face and basically be not a cheerleader, a spokesperson for Saudi sports and just to try to put the country in a positive light. It's like propaganda, right? But Tyson Fury kind of dropped the ball. So when you look at them going into this next event, let me tell you something. If the event would have done, say, 500,000 pay-per-views, the Saudis would have been cool. But when you're hearing the number that's floating around, 67,000 pay-per-views, let me tell y'all something. That's less than what Deontay Wilder did against Hellenius. I think it was like 77 or 79,000 pay-per-view sales. Now, I'm going to tell you, take it with a grain of salt. These numbers I'm reporting because I'm getting it off the internet. And the only way we'll ever know the truth is if the fly on the wall would speak to us. But the fly doesn't talk. So we're just having a conversation. But I do think the Saudis would like to pay the fighters handsomely. But at the same time, get some kind of return on their investment, at least break even. I just can't see them coming out here with this sovereign wealth fund and just keep paying, $100 million for an event here, $100 million for an event here. I just can't see that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm telling you I think they'll go broke. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, I can't see the person over there who's leading the operation looking at his team and saying, it's okay if we budgeted $500 million for this year, and at the end of the year, we've actually spent the whole $5 million and didn't turn any kind of profit. I can't see that. No way in the world you can make me believe anybody who's running a business is going to sit there and look at the profit margins and be okay with not making a cent. Hell no. But, again, the flip coin to that argument is, hey, they got all the dough in the world. They don't seem to care. They're looking at this as a long-term deal. They get tourism to kind of, take off a little bit, and make a little bit more money here, get some more teams from different sports in here. And then, next we get some endorsement deals, some sponsors, and we get a lot of people starting to traffic into the country. And then our 5 to 10 year plan will be where we want to be. So we're willing to put up whatever money we need up on the front end to make sure when we start to get to that point to where, okay, all the money we invested, we're breaking even now we're making a profit. But boxing is such one of those sports, so it's like, I don't know if they'll get there. But when you got the secret societies connection and you're able to do the things that these guys have been doing over the last couple of years, I mean, look, when they first started all this, man, which, it wasn't the Super 6. It was that tournament that Usyk won out there. But anyway, when they started with that, and then they had some business dealings in Pakistan and stuff in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, right? Look at to where it's kind of snowballed. It's snowballed into what we have now. So there's progress being made. But I definitely think that this time next year, I think we're going to be shocked at how many big name fighters are going to go on over there and jump ship to Saudi. I really do feel we're going to get a couple big names to go over there, and all it takes is one big name who's credible. That's it. You can get that person to go over. More people will go. It's like when they got, you remember at DAZN, they had, what's that guy's name, man? I'm seeing his face, man. He was the one trying to fight Gervonta Davis, man. Tevin Farmer. He went over. People weren't paying him no attention. But then when Daniel Jacobs went over there, people kind of paid attention a little bit, right? Then all of a sudden you hear about Canelo and Triple G. Everybody start paying attention. Remember, Eddie Hearn was trying to get the Cholos. They wouldn't come. He even offered like, I don't know, $10, $12 million for one of them to fight to fight somebody from over there. So I think a lot of those guys, they missed an opportunity to make some real money. But it looks like that opportunity is coming back around. The one thing that I'm not sure about, but I'm going to tell you, just being a common sense man, is you can't make me believe these Saudis are going to be cool with bringing anybody over there to promote them, pay them the kind of money that's going to change probably the next 10 generations, right? Pay them that kind of money and not expect them, I'm just going to be real, for the rest of their active boxing career to not be a spokesperson for Saudi, the Kingdom, sports, and to help get people to view the country as, no kidding, the destination where you want to be. But that being said, Tyson Fury couldn't do the job. And believe you me, if Anthony Joshua fought Ngannou in Saudi and their pay-per-view event did 60-something thousand, and then all of a sudden Tyson Fury was brought on to come and fill a date later in the year that Anthony Joshua was supposed to fill, but Anthony Joshua, for whatever reason, couldn't do it, and Tyson Fury will be out here talking about they needed the big dog to come in. They needed the big man to come in and do it. That Dawson couldn't do it. So they needed the Gypsy King, the big old Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, blah, 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 blah. You never hear the end of it. But Tyson Fury he's not doing no interviews, is he? Tyson Fury, he underneath the rock. That man disappeared from the scene. He went out there and got his face broken, and they're not doing no interviews, nothing. What happened? If Tyson Fury would have went in there and dominated Ngannou, Tyson Fury would be all in front of the camera. But he done weaseled away like a coward. Crazy. But anyway, Saudis, they need a pay-per-view star, man. They fired Tyson Fury, and they went and picked up AJ and Wilder to do the job. And I think they are going to do the job. I think Wilder and AJ, just those two names alone out there in Saudi, the Saudis, for the most part, I think we all know Deontay Wilder going to knock out Parker. Some people say Parker's going to get him. I mean, I don't know, man. I heard someone in the comments said Parker's too flat-footed. Somebody said Parker can box really good. Deontay Wilder doesn't have the skill set to keep up with Parker. I'm going to tell you this. Parker's been fighting a lot. He's been active. But that's a good thing and a bad thing. He's not the guy who fought Andy Ruiz, man. Float like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, throwing all these fancy combinations. Parker slowed down. He's almost coming like a guy looking to throw 1 or 2 shots. You know, it's like he's thinking he's a power puncher. He's not that guy who can get away from Deontay Wilder's shots. If slow, super slow Joe Joyce, snail-like hand speed, if he can catch Parker, what y'all think Deontay Wilder gonna do to him? So hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, 7 continents, in the breeze.